My name is Michael Mills. I'm 38 years old, and I'm a wheelchair athlete in two sports. Compete in wheelchair racing and then obstacle course racing. Since I was probably 4 years old, I've always had glasses or wore contacts. So I mean, I'm almost 38, so I mean, over 90% of my life I've had some kind of corrective lenses, and it's been difficult. I mean, the sports that I do, you know, I constantly have to worry about, even before the race starts a lot of times, if I'm going to finish because of my lenses, something getting in my eyes, you know, or just having to pull over, you know, and fix something before I compete anymore. One of the things, you know, getting ready for the surgery is, of course, the excitement of being able to get up in the morning and not have to worry about putting my contacts in. Competing, you know, in my two sports, not have to worry about getting mud in my eyes or getting dirt on my contacts, or racing a race and going 30 miles an hour down a hill and fear of something hitting me in the eye. You know, even with sunglasses, you still get stuff in your eyes, you know, and being able to have this ICL done, you know, I don't have to worry about contacts anymore, you know, and that's exciting because I've had these my whole life. You know, it's time for a change. Getting into it that morning, it started to get a little anxious because, I mean, that was, you know, surgery day. It was much easier than I thought it was going to be. During the surgery, I mean, you know, the lights are bright. You know, you can't really see anything going on but shadows maybe a little bit. And that was one of the cool things about having the light so bright, is you can't see the surgery going on. And I never felt anything either. I could see my eye joggle a little bit, but that was because he was inserting the ICL implant. And coming out of that, you know, setting up, getting back in my chair, rolling to the waiting area, and the first thing when I sat down and they asked me how I was feeling, could I see? And I remember closing my left eye because, you know, that wasn't there yet. The implant wasn't put in, but my right eye, I looked down and I saw the word unbreakable on my Spartan bracelet. And when I saw it, it stood out, and it was almost like an immediate 3D kind of a reaction. Then I saw a couple of my tattoos, but then I looked over and I saw everything, and before I know it, I teared up. I mean, because, I mean, for all these years I've wore contacts or glasses, and then having to go from that and having to adjust my eyes to everything, then immediately looking down and knowing that I have no more contact. You know, I actually can see this, and it's there. And it was a pretty cool experience to be able to see that right off the bat. You know, now it's getting ready to prepare for a race. There's no thought process of having to think about my eyes. I'll just go through the motion of like everybody else, and it'll just be that much more faster. And that's what I'm excited about. There's no thought process. It's just a motion. The coolest thing, like I said, was telling Dr. Woodhams, you know, and we were talking about the eye surgery stuff, and he said, you know, you'll be able to see, you know, immediately after the surgery. I said, the first thing I want to do, I want to see my wife. And he kind of laughed. He's like, wow. I said, she's pretty now. I can't wait to see how pretty she is after the surgery.